we're going to go ahead and we're driving through the old part of Gorge Air Force Base.
This was officer housing.
This is officer?
This was officer housing. for the
Okay,
most part.
this was pretty much the officers' housing. And Gorge Air Force Base, when it closed, there was a lot of hope that they would have this become homeless housing. But
Or Section
the problem being is there's too much asbestos in a lot of these buildings. It's okay that we have asbestos in buildings for the military to live in, but not for homeless people. And since then, now the city leases this out to different police departments, and they do tactical training here. And just, you know, it's a pity. All this.
It was good enough for our armed forces.
It was good enough for the armed forces, but not good enough for anybody else. And now it just sits in shambles and ruins. And you'll see the two old water tanks up there that are still being used. That was water for the base. And you talk about old abandoned buildings.
You know this is officer housing because they had a garage.
They had garages. Officers got garages for their cars. You know, so much stuff got abandoned and left behind. This had a brand new hospital, but the hospital didn't meet the standards
Brand new
for, you know,
brand new headquarters.
yeah, brand new headquarters building, brand new hospital, but the hospital didn't meet the standards for today's hospitals for people. Look at that little car there, ATV.
Some kid's car.
There's probably close to 1,000 homes in here. That's just gone to waste. And like I said, they had the hospital. It just went to shame. It just deteriorated, tore up just like this. These companies,
They only kept the golf course open.
these companies came in here and started building these big warehouses. And they didn't care about any of this other stuff. Now the golf course is open. Doesn't get much business.
COVID might shut it down.
We'll see when we get over that direction. It may have gotten shut down with COVID. A lot of stuff did.
Okay, do you want to keep on with housing?
Yeah. Or we can go down this way.
Yeah, this is the hospital.
Okay, we're going to see if we can go by the hospital.
This is the hospital.
And here's the hospital.
And this was the employee parking.
Employee parking was there.
Emergency room is up there.
I mean, just look at this.
This was the emergency room.
Okay, you have the emergency room over there, and this was the main entrance. Yeah.
Oh, that's the way I just went. I can't go that way.
Oh. All right.
But I can go this way.
Yeah. And we're going to go down to the lower parking area.
If it's open.
Yeah.
And this down here was pediatrics.
And pediatrics was down here.
And mental health.
Mental health. You know,
And this is
look at this. What a waste. What a waste.
I think this is the golf course.
Now we're going to drive over by the golf course.
Or maybe that's just a maintenance building, but we'll come back. All of this.
We're just driving on the street, seeing what's here nowadays. Now I have Erica with me in the car today, and she was stationed out here at Gorge Air Force Base.
And then I did an extra one.
You know, it's just a shame that we let everything go to waste.
You can get in. What's
Yeah,
this?
I don't need to. So we're going to go see what else we can find here. You know, just before they closed the base, they built that big water tank. Tore down an old one, built that.
Can I get out this way? I can't see.
I can't see
Do you think maybe they're scavenging?
No, they're just walking their dog looking.
Broken glass. And I might have ruined a tire.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, the general lived up behind the golf course. I'm not exactly sure how to get there.
Yeah, the general had a home up here. He was up behind the golf course. They also had barracks up here.
I don't think they had barracks up here.
There.
Obviously. That might be that other officer housing. This is the golf course, and so it's not open anymore.
Okay, this is the golf course, and apparently
It's not open anymore.
it's not open no more.
And it's been trashed.
Yeah.
So,
It's just all trashed.
yep.
You know, what a pity.
I'm going to the golf course for a minute.
Let's see where this road takes us. And this golf course was watered with recycled water. But look at it. Wow, look at this golf course. This was the General's golf course. And it was a very nice golf course, very beautiful. Never looked dry, never looked dead. I mean, this was really, really, really nice. Might have to turn around and do that. Hello? Hmm?
Should I just turn around and go back?
Yeah. 18 hole putting green. This was really nice at one time. You can see the housing. And, you know, the funny thing is we all knew asbestos was bad for your health. And in the 60s, they built a bunch of brand new housing here. And it was modular housing. And they used a lot of spray foam. They used a lot of spray foam and a lot of insulation. And then they brought the pieces over here, assembled them, and built barracks for the personnel. And what's really terrible about that is there was a heavy use of asbestos inside these buildings. But it was a federal government contract, and all the laws regarding asbestos and health, none of that applied. You know, that's
Nobody gave a shit.
because nobody cared. They're military people, nobody cared. You know, anything that is federal has a whole set of different rules. They don't have to adhere to anything. But you know, for a homeless community, they could have did really good. They could have housed homeless in these apartments. They would have been able to keep an eye on the people. They could have patrolled it, kept drugs down to a minimum, rehabilitated a lot of these people, worked them over, gave them homes, got them jobs. So is this where you used to live, Erica?
No, I'll show you.
Okay.
But a lot of your places just had a multiple carport
Yeah.
for parking.
Carports for personnel
everybody
parking,
to use.
for the Air
You know,
Force,
that was basically
general population of the air base. I doubt if we have anybody staying here now. I don't even think they allow homeless to even move in here. But you know, look at the size of this house. You know, they
had a quarter of it.
yeah, we've only covered about a fourth of it. You know, the biggest problem we do have with homeless people is we can house them, we can train them, we can get them cleaned up, we can get them off of drugs. But you know the one thing we can't do is we can't get them jobs. Because in order to get them jobs, we'd have to bus them to China or Taiwan or Japan. And look at this place. tops of it. That's the old, or not the old, fairly new, natural gas power plant that the city of Victorville built. Because they was going to start their own power company and sell. Sun's a little bad. I do apologize for the sun. An abandoned city. When you really get down to it, this is an abandoned city. They had markets. They had gas stations.
I don't think I could have gotten through there, but
Yeah.
could I?
Yeah. You know, they had gas station markets. They had a hospital. They had housing. They had
Grocery
commissary.
BX,
They had the BX.
Burger King, McDonald's.
Burger King, McDonald's was in here. You name it. This was a city of its own. And somebody decided that base was no longer needed. But you know, this goes like a lot of the other military stuff. It's no longer needed, and they'll discontinue it. But then they'll turn around and go, oh, but we need a new base over here or over here. So we got to take and close off your off-road area. Well, you can't go four-wheeling there anymore because we need to make that a military base. Or we're no longer going to allow you to hike up in the mountains because, see, we have all this old ammunition that we had over by Walker Lake that they couldn't use anymore, so they had to go and build up in the hills, a new area to store all that. Which was a beautiful hiking area.
Sorry.
We're kind of boondocking right now.
Oh, no, that's a curve. I think I'm going to go over a curve anyway.
Yeah. All right. Oh, let's go up this way.
Yeah. Because
I'm going to come back to you as soon as we get into a better area.
this is new.
There's the old movie theater. And look at all this nicer housing.
No, this was the gym.
Then we had the big gym over here.
Yeah, the sports center. The movie theater was back that way. We went in the wrong direction.
Okay. And we had the
This
sports
was the old
center.
traffic circle. Those were new. Those were the new barracks.
Those were brand new built barracks, very nice.
And we had to come through the circle and come this way. And this was parking. This was military parking.
And on that side.
That's new. Yeah. That's new. Where I got a sleeve, they tore it down. No, this was my room.
This is where Erica lived when she was stationed here at the base.
The second window, the second door,
first floor, second floor, third floor?
first floor.
First floor,
First
second
floor,
door.
second door.
That's where
Right
she
in
lived.
front of the staircase.
Right by the staircase there.
And the guy I ended up marrying, second floor, first door.
Second floor, first door. Yep, that would have been Chuck,
That's Casey's dad.
Casey's father.
And,
You've seen Casey in a few of my
and our
videos.
best friend, Alan, was in this building.
And their
And
friends Alan
that
lived
berm was not there, and there was the chow hall.
And
And we used to run across the lawn to go to midnight chow. And you couldn't go to midnight chow unless you were in uniform.
you should go over there.
Huh?
That should get you back out to a road. So Chow Hall, they tore down. It was there. You know, it's a town of its own. I know I keep repeating it, but it's a shame they've done all this.
Here, I'm gonna go back this way. Because between the streets, the one that I was just on and this one.
What was that over there?
I don't remember. I don't remember what that was. Oh, that was the CDPO building. That was where base personnel.
Back. Had to change batteries. It kind of cut out on you right in the middle of something. So I had a dead battery. Now over there was the main headquarters for the...
Yes and no. They dug it out. We used to sit right there.
Yep.
But that is the base CDPO. Back this way.
I mean, look at that building. Why couldn't they have turned that like into office buildings?
This was the CBPO building. That might have been one of the headquarters buildings, but we had several of them.
Yeah. Look at that.
And there used to be a fire station right up here, but they tore all the other buildings out of here.
Yeah, they tore out a lot of the buildings now, and they started building all this new stuff. There's the airport tower right in front of us.
Yep.
Now, Victorville area does get one treat. We get to see the presidential plane.
Is she okay?
Yeah.
Hey! The headquarters building for 37th is still there. Or 35th.
Okay. And there's the fire station.
Holy shit, let's see if Tass is still here. Okay, so you never used to be able to get in like that down there. I think that's the old building that I worked in at 35th.
Okay.
All of these are now, the one down at the end, that's Tass. There used to be a huge employee parking lot right here. And AGS, EMS, mobility, they changed all of this around. But I think if you can see that white building all the way in the back, 27 TAS was the last building on the flight line before it opened up.
Wow. Yeah, a lot of this is now all private business.
Yep.
Private hangars.
This used to be the way you used to get in and bring in airplanes and stuff.
GE has got a big service center here. Where they service and work on aircraft. And what's really funny is when I moved to Pahrump, I met two people that used to work here painting planes after the base closed. Painting aircraft.
That building right there.
That white building.
Yeah, that was the door into the break room right there that you can see right now.
Yeah. Wow.
That was the door that I used to go in and out of. And that was the 27 TAS. I don't even remember where 37th was, but the 35th headquarters building is right up here. If it's still there. And this parking lot, all of this right here, that's where the Roach coaches used to be.
Wow. But yeah, there's some big aircraft, folks. This is all aircraft that's in service being serviced. You know, they have to get their hours of flight certification and go through them and all the repairs. This is where it's all done, a lot of it.
Because that used to be the main line.
And there's areas where there's out the old taxiways and stuff on the runways. Most of that now is used for aircraft storage. Yeah, you're gonna need a military jet.
Drive through here used to never be any place on the base that was 35. It's 35. But you'd come all the way out here and their building's been taken down. But
Boeing.
Casey's dad worked in the machine shop in a building that they've torn down that used to be out here.
Yep.
It used to be
See the big GE building.
It used to be right there, that big wide open space.
Yep. Yeah, they tore a lot down. They reused some of it. They built a lot. Okay, so we're going to be leaving Gorge Air Force Base.
I don't even think they left the parking. Did they leave the parking? I want to see the parking.
You're going right by it. All right. So, getting dark. Everybody have a great day. I hope you like this video. I'm here helping Erica pack her house and move. Her house sold. So, I'm a little tight on time this week, and I'm down here for a week packing. We had business to go to today, so this is why we have a late video. Okay, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. I'm trying to get to a point where I've got a lot of subscribers. And please, if you're just looking at this video, look at a lot of my other ones. Thank you very much for watching. Have a blessed day.